All right, we are back to work on Matt's son Kaulin's truck. We've been waiting forever. We still don't have a headlight. It's on back order. We still don't have wheel flares. They're on back order, but we need to get it painted so I can get it back together as much as possible and at least get it out of the paint shop. I had my guy Jorge take the fender off. We got it all prepped. It is in the booth ready. We got all the parts, everything we're gonna color match. It's all in the booth, ready to paint. So we're gonna go in there. We're gonna teach you guys how to paint Matt's son's truck. All right, so we're in the booth. Today is New Year's Day, so the whole crew has the day off. So me and the boss are here. We're gonna get this painted. We're gonna get it all waxed and greased. Then we'll get it etched, sealed, plastic adhesive promoted, based, and clear coated. And you guys get to watch the whole entire process. So this is a chrome rail surround. We've actually sanded it with 180 grit sandpaper. That's the only way we found to get paint to stick to chrome somewhat. So we 180 it, we etch it with metal etch, and then we seal it, and then we base coat it. So I can't guarantee that it's never gonna fall off, but it's gonna help keep it on as long as possible. I hate painting over chrome because it doesn't wanna stick. But I got a buddy named David, he taught me this, and he's had a lot of success with it, so that's what we're doing. But had to let Kaulin know that if it ever fails, I'll just have to redo it, but there's no warranty, even though I told him I'll redo it. All right, so we just got everything all waxed and greased. We're gonna mix up some etch. Now I'm gonna spray this out of the gun because I have a bunch of stuff that needs etched. We're using SX 1071 etch self-etching primer. And then we'll use some plastic adhesion promoter out of a can. But anyway, it's just a two-part, let's mix it together. Then we'll go in, we'll get it all blow tack and static. And we'll get this put down. Now we have to put 2 coats. So you put down a light coat, wait 3 minutes, put down a second coat, and then you wait 10 minutes and then we can seal it. Give it a little mix. Now I could go to the shaker on the other side of the mixing room, but I don't want to.
I'd like to thank today's sponsor, Raycon, for sponsoring this video. Everyone says their 2025 is going to be different, and for better or worse, it will be. Maybe just keep it simple and say you're gonna hit the gym a time or two. Whatever your New Year's resolution may be, it's gonna be easier with Raycon Everyday Earbuds. You know how much time I spend in the garage and on the road. These earbuds have top-notch sound quality and a 32-hour battery life, so they can keep up with my longest days, from early mornings in the shop to late nights on the road. One of my favorite features is the active noise cancellation. It helps me stay focused on my projects by blocking out the background noise of this humongous shop. And when I need to stay alert, awareness mode allows you to know what's going on around you while still enjoying your music. This charging case is not only sleek, but also supports wireless charging. Just 10 minutes to charge gives you 90 minutes of playtime. It's perfect for those quick breaks in between tasks. Raycon earbuds come in a variety of colors so you can match your style. My favorite, the classic royal blue. Support the channel and get your Raycon earbuds at buyraycon.com/Robbie Layton for 15% off site-wide. That's buyraycon.com/Robbie Layton for 15% off site-wide. Thank you, Raycon. Let's get back to work.
All right, we've got it all mixed up. Time to get this all blow tack and static, and we'll etch it. All right, all we're doing is etching the bare metal. Not every single thing is getting etched. We're gonna do the emblems, the metal spots on the fender, we're gonna do the metal spots on the bumper, and then the entire grille surround. All right, we got everything all plastic adhesion promoted. We got it all etched, 2 coats. We're gonna sit for 10 minutes. Let's go mix up some sealer, and then we'll be back in after the 10-minute wait. Seal it, then it's gonna wait for 30 minutes, and then we're gonna base coat and clear it. While the etch is drying, we're gonna mix up the sealer. We're using a G7 grayscale. That's gonna cover the best for black. It's the darkest sealer we can make. We'll get this all mixed up. We'll let it sit for about another 5 minutes and we'll get in there and we'll get it sealed. All right, we let it flash. Let's get this puppy sealed. All right, we got it all sealed up. This is gonna sit for 30 minutes. We're gonna run and grab lunch so you guys won't even notice, and we'll be right back to get it based. So we are right back. All right, we're back from lunch. Everything is dry. We're gonna mix up our black. This is GM 8555. So we're gonna start with our 409. And this is all waterborne. I actually really like water-based paint. I didn't think I'd like it, but now that I know how to use it, it's easy. So in order to make black, you use black and then black. Voila! That's all we need. This is just distilled water to call it thinner. We'll get it all stirred up, and we'll get in the booth and get this based out. All right, everything's all dried. Let's get it blow, tack, and static to get it based out. For those of you that don't know what blow, tack, and static means, we're gonna blow with air, we're gonna tack it, and we're gonna static control it. This is called a stat gun, and it removes static electricity. So with water-based paint, I'm gonna put my first coat on, kind of a dust coat, then I'll come back with one really good coat, and then we'll blow it all dry. All right, so now I'll go through, I'll dehydrate all the base, get all the water out of it, and then I'll put one really good wet coat. We let that dehydrate out, put our second coat, and then it's time for clear. All right, we've got it all dehydrated. I'm gonna let this sit for a few minutes. We'll come back in, we'll blow, tack, and static it. I'll put a second coat on, dehydrate it again. All right, so we've got that all dehydrated out. We're ready for clear. So I'm gonna mix up the clear. We'll get back in, we'll blow, tack, and static it all, clear it, and then we're going home for the day. All right, we got it all mixed up. We'll get a lid on it, get it on the gun, and let's get in there and let's get this thing cleared. We can look glossy. All right, I've got it all blow, tack, and static. Let's get this thing cleared. All right, we got the first coat of clear done. I gotta wait 5 minutes, mix some more clear, come back in, put a second coat. Then we'll show you guys what it looks like when it's done. All right, let's mix some 530. All right, we got 2 coats of clear on it. We're gonna let this cure overnight and we'll come back and start reassembling his truck tomorrow. So it is tomorrow. All right, it is the next day. We've got everything out of the booth. Now we've got to get it all assembled so we can get this truck back down to Matt's so Kaulin can have his truck back. We've had a back-ordered headlight that I don't believe it's here yet, but we're gonna go check. So we're gonna go to the parts room, see if the light's here, and then we're gonna start getting the bumper assembled, get the grill assembled, and hopefully, if we have a light, maybe we'll get this thing put together today. All right, I'm not seeing the headlight, so I'm gonna have to make some phone calls and see where it's at. Because if we don't have a headlight, we're at a standstill. This is not it. This one's for 4014. I thought maybe somebody just boxed it wrong, but it's definitely not boxed wrong.
All right, so Robbie's on the phone, so I went and checked on that headlight with Cody, and it's still not here. Cody called Mike, our Kangaroo rep, and he says that it's showing that it's supposed to be here tonight, but it's still Michigan. So it might be a few days before we get that headlight.
All right, so we just went and checked the parts room. We still don't have the light. We can put a bumper together, and that's about it. We can't put anything on until we have the light. So we'll be back in a couple of days. So it is a couple days. All right, so in order to get Kaulin's truck finished, we need a headlight. Well, the headlight's been on back order for like 2 months. We can't get it. We've called the dealer. It's got weird tracking. So I got on the interweb and I found a used left headlight up here at South Bountiful Auto. So me and the boss just took off and we headed up to Woods Cross. We're gonna pick up that light so we can get back to the shop and get Kaulin's truck finished up. All that wait just for a simple HID headlight. We got it. We'll get this truck finished. All right, so we're getting back to work. I'm getting the bumper put all together for Kaulin's truck. Went up and got the light today. Got Cody helping me. And we're just gonna put it all back together. You gotta take it back apart. All right, bumper is built. I've got to flip it over, put the license plate on, and then it'll be totally ready to be bolted on. But we got to put the headlight, grill, all the other stuff on. No, the grill goes in after the bumper. So gotta put the headlight in and a few other little brackets, and then we can put the bumper on. All right, so one thing we got to do is make sure we corrosion protect the backside of the fender. So I've got some seam sealer. I'm gonna reach in here and I'm gonna bare metal seam seal the repair area. Yeah, you can't see it, but we put a weld on it. We had a spot where there was some bare metal, so I want to make sure that it's all corrosion protected. That simple. So these screws are a little bit difficult. I'm gonna get them put in. All right, this is the headlight that we waited and waited and waited and waited and waited, and finally just had to get a good OE used one. Need to get it installed. We got a couple bolts missing, so Cody's gonna run and grab us 4 new ones out of our bin. Get the headlight mounted, then I've got the lower piece that goes in, the filler, and then I can throw the bumper up in here. All right, we just about got it in. All right, now that the headlight's installed, is the perfect time to check your headlights. Let's turn them on. You helping, Link? Yeah. Okay, turn your headlights on.
Here, turn that knob right there.
Oh, good job. How about your high beams?
Here, flip this.
Yeah. Oh, blinkers work. Cool. Perfect. All right, they're working. Okay, shut it off. Good job, dude.
There you go.
Did you help, Link?
Headlights are on. Those lights.
Yep, they work.
All right, I got the splash shield in. I got the fender flare on, and I just realized we don't have this lower valence, so it's gonna be here in the morning. We'll get that. We'll get it installed, and then we'll be able to throw this bumper on, throw the grill in, finish this thing up, so we can get it back to Kaulin. But that's gonna be it for tonight because waiting on a part. So we got it all the way as far as we can get it. I even got the emblem on. All right, it is the next day and our lower valence showed up. So I've got it put on, got the bolts in it, but I realized I screwed up. So I had 2 plastic clips that I wasn't sure where they went. Well, they go on this top pad, and I've got to pull these side brackets off real quick to put these little plastic clips on to keep this top pad in place. So, which will make it actually easier because I was going to use a gear wrench to tighten my lower bolts, but we'll just pull the bracket off, tighten everything up, put the clips in, put it back on, and then we'll hang this bumper. All that work for one little clip. Just like that. So what we'll do, we'll hurry and tighten all these up. Then I got one more bolt that I couldn't get to. It's right. So this side is cinched, so we're gonna put the bracket back on. Sometimes it's quicker to just undo what you messed up than to try to fight going around it. I mean, that didn't take that long. Bolt it back down, and away we go. All right, last clip. Just a little plastic guy. Can't forget stuff like I do. It's a big no-no.
But sometimes if you forget it once and you have to take it apart, then you don't forget it again.
Yeah. And I realize it sounds like I'm cross-threading, but I'm not. These have lockers on them. These little J-clips become self-lockers. Thank you, GM. Okay. Bracket back on. Bumper is almost done. Now tighten up these centers. All right, bumper is ready to install. All right, so Hillbilly's just gonna help me throw this up on, and it's 6 bolts and this bumper's installed. Oh yeah, we got a tuck. Hold on, come over here. Now in. Then we're gonna tuck once.
This bumper was chrome before.
Yeah, so Kaulin, you guys remember, Kaulin likes painted. So we'll color matched it. Looking good. Look at that. That looks fresh. So we got 4 bolts up here, then we got 2 on the side, and then the grill. All right. We gotta get the side. So the sides of these GMC bumpers have, I call them wing brackets. They look like little wings. Gotta tighten those up. The bumper will be installed. Come watch this side, Hillbilly, and make sure it don't come down. Okay. Oh, we're gonna have to trim that other side for his tires. The other splash shield.
This thing?
Oh, let's look at the old one. But we have to trim the, see how they got that trimmed? Ugh. We gotta trim the splash shield for tire clearance. I just realized. So, almost done, but not quite. We had a couple braces that need to hook back up. That takes a 13. Hillbilly's trimming the splash shield. I'm gonna get the grill in. We'll have this truck done. So the only thing we are not putting on is the emblem. The emblem can go on after the grill. Okay. We got 4 10mm bolts go on the top, and we got the upper valence that goes on. One thing you always got to look for when you're working on people's stuff is see if they've cut their splash shields. And in this case, they've been cut. All right, we're just waiting on Hillbilly. Be done. All this work, what did it get me? All right, so we've got as far as we can get. We've just got to clean it and get it back to Kaulin. So you guys will have to see his reaction on the next one. So as always, we appreciate you. If you enjoyed this video, go check out this one.